Hello students, today we are going to see this chapter 8, okay, string and string manipulation. So in this chapter we are going to see uh, how Python process text, and we are going to understand various string functions in Python, and we are going to know the formats of string slicing, and string application in real world. Okay, so what is string? So in the introduction, we can see that string is a data type in Python, which is used to handle array of characters. String is a sequence of Unicode characters that may be a combinations of letter, numbers, special symbols enclosed with single quotes, double quotes, or even triple quotes. So here you can see that they have given some examples to show you how Python handles string. Okay, string is a collection of, or it is a continuous arrangement of letters, numbers, or special symbols. Okay, so it is denoted that you to denote that this is a piece of string. You can use either single quotes, double quotes, or even triple quotes. Okay, so in Python, strings are immutable. Okay, the word immutable means unchangeable. Okay, once we have defined, it means once you have defined a string, you cannot change it during the execution. You can erase it and reassign it, but you cannot able to change it. So that's what it's given here. So here you can see that you can use any kind of methods. You can they are given three examples. In that three examples, you can use any one in your program. Okay, so creating strings, as we learned already, uh, a string in Python can be created using single or double quotes or even triple quotes. uh, A string is a string in single quotes cannot hold other single quote characters in it. Okay, because the compiler will not recognize where to start and end the string. To overcome this problem, you have to use double quotes. String which contains double quotes should be defined within triple quotes. Triple quotes. Defining string with the triple quotes will also creates multi-line string. So also creation of multi-line string. So we'll see this what is multi-line string and with the example of it. Okay, so here Python allows to create string with single quotes or double quotes. Okay, so inside your string, if you are having anything single quotes, then the compiler will get confused where to start and where to end. Okay, so to overcome this problem, you can see that uh, they are used double quotes. So in your string, inside the string, if you are having any uh, double coded string, then the compiler will get confused where to start the string and where to end the string. Okay, so we overcome this problem by using triple quotes. So this is known as defining a string with the triple quotes is also allowed create multi-line string. Okay, so this is known as multi-line string. So we'll see an example. So here you can see that print Greater Chennai Corporation. So here they have given the string Greater Chennai Corporation in single quotes. But in the next string, you can see that it doesn't show any errors. It prints the given letter in the same way. So next is, you can see that they have given some string. So Greater Chennai Corporation's student. Okay, so corporation apostrophe s. So here uh, you can see that there are three single quotes. So three single quotes, the compiler of the Python get confused where to start and where to end. Okay, so either to start from Greater Chennai to Corporation, leaving the other thing, or starting from apostrophe s to end of the string student. So there will be some conflict between the computer uh, computer compiler and this string. So that only it shows an error, syntax error, invalid syntax. So even you can see that double coded value. So you can see that computer science is given in double quotes, so no problem in it. It is printed as it is. In the next case also you can see that you want to print the double quotes in the printing statement itself. So in the previous one there is no double quotes in the printing statement, but you want this double quotes in this output. So you can see that they have used triple quotes. Okay, so they have used triple quotes to print the double quotes in the uh, output. Okay, so at the last you can see that they have used all the three things. Okay, single quotes, they have used single quotes in Python, and the whole thing is given in double quotes. Okay, and you can see that can't, cannot, okay, it is given in apostrophe t. Okay, so uh, this is a way of providing correct data to the compiler. Okay, so next is accessing character in a string. So once you have defined a string, so we have defined a string, Python allocates an index value for each character. These index values are otherwise called as subscript. So this is an important 2 mark. So what is meant by subscript? So this subscript is a index value given to each character in this Python. Okay, which are used to access and manipulate the string. So substring can be positive or negative integer number. Okay, you can either be positive subscript value or negative subscript value. So the positive subscript value 0 is assigned the first character, and n minus 1 is the last character. Okay, so we'll see that positive, you can see a small example, SCHOOL, school. Okay, so under the positive subscript value, 0 starts at the left side corner, left side left side of the letter, sorry, left side of the word. S is the letter. Okay, so and ends with 5 at the uh, at the at the right side corner of the word. Okay, so L. So here you can see that totally 6 words are given, sorry, 6 letters are given, SCHOOL. Okay, so you can see that including 0, 6 is the uh, length of the word. So 6 characters are available in this word. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3 is the index value, address of the each letter. Okay, so to identify H, okay, so the position of H in the word is 2. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is positive subscript. Negative subscript means it will be in the reverse order. Okay, so the maximum sorry the minus 1 is allocated in the right side corner, and minus 6 is available in the left side corner. So if you want to give the reverse order, then you can use this negative subscript value. Okay, So both of the subscript value will be assigned to every string that you declare in Python. Either you can use positive subscript or you can use negative subscript. It's up to you. So the negative is assigned for the last character to the first characters in reverse order. Begins with the -1. So here you can see a small example program to display this the word welcome. Okay, you can see that there are two programs here. Program to access uh, each character with its positive subscript and give of a given string. So they are going to get a string from the user, and with this indexing method they are going to uh, print the word. Okay, so here you can see that the first line itself, str1 is equal to input enter a string. So the input is given as given to the computer, and it is stores in str1. The index is a number. It is a variable that consists value as 0. Now here you can see that they are using for loop for getting each letter from the word. Okay, so I in str1, so print subscript uh, index is 0 here, so index of I. Okay, so here you can see that str1 should be given in the place of I. Okay, str1 of str1 of index, just like in the next example. You can see that it is clearly provided plus. Okay, so this must be given there, but with default you can see that I is given here. So index plus equal to 1, which means that index is equal to index plus 1. So when every loop executes, value of index will be incremented by 1. So from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, so like that. Okay, so it is a positive subscript value. So starting from 0, 0 is W. In the output you can clearly see that WELCOME. Okay, so this is positive indexing. The next you can see that it provides negative indexing. The next program you can see that they are giving a clear example about negative indexing. str1, they are getting the same uh, same indexing value, same word. The index they are changing from 0 to -1. So since they are going to reverse the word, and they are using another while loop. Okay, so for loop you can use the same program in for loop also. So to make it as a small difference, they are using this while loop. While index is greater than or equal to minus of length. So len means it's a predefined function that will get the number of characters in the string 1, str1. So this will return that this has 7 characters. Okay, so starting from W till E. Okay, so 7 characters, so -7 is the value. So in the next statement it will print the index of -1. So -1 is E. So index is equal to index plus index -1. Okay, so this is the this is the expression that is given here. So you can see the output that is present here. So in the next topic is modifying and deleting string. So how, as you said earlier, Python strings in Python is are immutable. Okay, so you are already learned string in Python are immutable. This means once you defined a string modification or deleting is not allowed. If you want to modify the string, a new string value uh, can be assigned to it, uh, to the existing string variable. So here they have given another one example. So str1 is equal to how are you. So str0 equal to a. Okay. So str1 is equal to how are you. In the next statement, they are trying to change str1 of 0 as a. So by default it is h there, so they are trying to change the value of h as a. So the compiler throws an error. Okay, trackback error. You can see the type error. String object does not support item assignment. Okay, so once we have declared a string variable, you cannot able to change it. Assignment operator cannot be used here. So that's what it is given in the explanation given. So in the above example, string variable str1 has been assigned with the string how are you in statement 1. In the next statement, we are trying to update the first character of the string with the character a, but Python will not allow the update and it shows type error. To overcome this problem, we can define a new string value to the existing string value. Python completely overwrites a new string into existing one. So here you can see that. So in the next example, you can try to overwrite it by completely erasing the existing value. So str1 is equal to how are you, and they are printing the str1 and it is printing the how are you. The next statement str1 is equal to how about you. So uh, how about you is written again in the str1, and again you are trying to print str1. So now it changes the value to how about you. Okay, so usually Python does not support any modification in the string, but it provides a function which is known as replace to change all occurrence of particular character in the string. So there is a special kind of function, predefined function, which is known as replace. So this will replace all the particular character alone. Okay, so here they have given one example. So string is how are you. In that we are using this string replace function. So instead of o, you replace it with e. Okay, so this is the instruction that will be given from this replace function. So you can see that in the output, instead of o, it is printed as e. So there is another one command which is known as del command. Similarly, modification, Python will not allow deleting particular characters in the string, whereas you can remove entire string variable using del command. So there is a special kind of command which is known as del. So this keyword can be used to erase the uh, content of the variable. Okay, so code line to delete a particular character in the string. So here you can see that how are you is stored in str1. Now we are trying to delete a particular letter from this how are you. So str2 is w, how h is 0, 1 is o, 2 is w. So we are trying to delete only the particular letter w. So when you do it, you can see that the computer throws an type error. So str object does not support item deletion. But in the next example, you can see that they will be trying to delete the entire string. Okay, so del str1. So str1 is how about you, they are printing the str1, how about you is printed. The next statement, you can see that del str1 is executed, so it will delete the entire str1. Now in the next statement, they are trying to print the str1, so they are trying to print a value which is deleted already. So that you can see that the computer shows an error message, name error, which means that there is no such thing called str1, so which is already been deleted. So with this we'll finish the class. We'll see the string operator in the next class. Thank you, students.